and we're in. We're ready. We're ready to go. No more games. Let's go ahead and load up the chart, start from the beginning, and enjoy this, man. Like I said, a lot of people are going to join, so don't expect that 100 attendees to really go up too much higher. It should probably reach like 150, 200 max, because like I said, 80% of people aren't even going to come here to watch. But anyways, man, we're sharing screen. We're doing it. No more games. All right, guys. So I'll start from the beginning, as I was saying. Okay. By the way, this trade right here, this breakdown is on YouTube if you missed it. My recent video shows this trade breakdown, but whatever. Here we go. When it comes to trading Forex, there's a lot of factors that are important. We know that. Okay. There's a lot of things that are important when it comes to trading Forex. Okay. One thing you have to master. One thing when it comes to trading Forex, you have to. Wow, I just quacked like a little girl. You have to master is support and resistance. Okay. You want to trade like me, you want to be successful like me. Support and resistance is probably the most important thing we're going to learn, we're going to do 100%. Okay. Now, for me, there's a couple different types of support and resistance, right? You have your basic support and resistance, right? And this is very simple, right? This is support. We have support. Price is pretty much rejecting the zone, coming back, retesting it days later, right? This is, May 10th. We retested it May 20th. So 10 days later, I'm looking at the H4 key time frame. It's one of the time frames we're going to use all the time. Okay. Price has respected this zone multiple times. This is a support. Okay. Same thing here. And as I was saying before the Zoom got cut out, this to me is still support. Okay. Why is this still support? Because this is a support zone. You have to remember, guys, all the different brokers out there are going to show different numbers on their charts. It's just the way it is. They're showing different numbers. Okay. Nobody has the exact price point of every single chart. Okay. But, one broker might show that price came down to here, right? One broker might show price came down to here, just like this one did. Okay. But overall, price is still in the support zone and it's still respecting it. Okay. You have to remember that, guys. You have to remember that. So just because price breaks below this support, this little line right here, just by a little hair, well, unfortunately, most brokers aren't going to show that, as accurate, and it's still going to be a support on a lot of brokers. Okay. So when it comes down to it, hold on, just because, let's see. Good. So when it comes down to it, you got to understand that support zones, resistance zones, a lot of the time, they're not going to be 100%. They're not going to be a perfect support, a perfect resistance. This is Forex. It's ugly sometimes. It's not beautiful. Same thing with head and shoulders, okay? Right here, shoulder, head, shoulder. It's not the exact same zone, but it's still a head and shoulders. It's just a little bit delayed, okay? And that's just how it's going to be with Forex. You have to remember that, okay? But anyways, man, as I was saying, right, resistance here, this was a support zone, but there's also something that I like to call buildup, and this is huge for us, okay? Anytime we see a buildup zone, we can pretty much, suggest, especially on the H4, that price is going to, move away from that buildup zone, okay? For example, this is a buildup zone to me, okay? Yes, it's resistance overall. Really, realistically, it is resistance, but I call it buildup because it's a major resistance occurring in one little spot, right? It's just a little cube of resistance that occurred here. So when I saw this cube of resistance and I saw that price could not break this point, I then knew that price had a very strong chance of coming back down to the downside, okay? Now, let's put this in replay mode and kind of go over what I did, what I do, what I trade, okay? So when I trade, I'm using multiple time frames. I never trade with just one time frame. You want to always have multiple influences on all these different time frames, right? So if we're looking at an H4 here, right, we know that this is buildup, and we pretty much think price is going to break to the downside because we do have that resistance buildup zone, right? So it's very simple. And what we're going to do from this point is we're going to go to our smaller time frames and look for a really good entry, right? Before we do that, we have to have our moving averages set. So what moving averages are we going to use? It's pretty simple, man. SMA, right? A smooth moving average set to 50. I color it red, right? I color it red. Blue. I color this one blue. What is this? This is an 8 smooth moving average. Now to get to these, all you're going to do is go to your indicators. You're going to type in SMA. You're going to get smooth moving average. You're going to place that down. You're going to make a 50. You're going to make an 8. I keep my 50 in red. I keep my 8 in blue, right? You got your moving averages set, okay? But that's not all. We also are going to want to add our Kaizen Sen. This one's very important because this is our median. This is going to really tell us when price is breaking below or above our moving averages, right, overall. So to get this, a little more complicated, but you're going to go to your indicators and strategies, and you're going to type in, I'm sorry, you're going to type in ICH, and you're going to get your Ichimoku, it's hard to say, Ichimoku Kinko Hayu by Kevin. Okay, this is the one you want right here. Again, this will be recorded so you guys can see this later. But you're going to click that. Whoa. What the hell just happened? Did not mean to click his name. You're going to click that. That's going to add it to your screen. You're then going to find it. Go to your settings, right? Everything, all these numbers are going to stay the same. Don't worry about these numbers. You're going to go to style and you're going to turn every single thing off except for your Kaizen Sen. Make that black or whatever color you want to pretty much go with your screen. It's as simple as that. Okay, that's all you're doing. You're going to type in, again, ICH, click this one, right, by Kaivank, Keyvank, however you say it. Okay, go to the settings on that, turn everything off except the Kaizen Sen, right? And now it's red. It's right here. That's it. Now that that's put on there, you got your moving averages. Everything's ready. Everything's ready to go. You got what you need now. So now that we have these, we can continue back with our analysis, right? H4, build up. We think price is now going to drop. How are we going to get our entry on this trade? Well, it's very simple. We're going to take our H4, okay? And we're going to start going down on it, okay? H1 looks good. Price is, making that resistance. Looks good. Go to our 30. Price has that resistance build up. Still looks good. 15, okay? The 15 is pretty much where we're going to get our entries every single time, right? So once we see that buildup occur, what we really want to do is we want to pretty much wait for these moving averages to come, not on the H4, but on the 15, right? To come and grab above our candlesticks and start to pull it to the downside, okay? It's very simple. This is what it's going to look like right here, right? As you guys can see, if we go ahead and wait, we'd be patient. Right here, what do we have? Look at our moving averages. Came above. Now look at that. They're on top. So what do we expect these moving averages to do? We expect them to pull our trade to the downside. Just like that. Okay, because that's what these moving averages are doing. They're pretty much telling us what direction that price is going to go in. And they're using their power, their strength to bring a trade up or down. So anytime we have pretty much price break below all of our moving averages, we believe price is going to go to the downside. Anytime price breaks above our moving averages, for instance, guys, look at this. It doesn't get more clean than this right here. Look at our moving averages. Price breaks above with a major bearish or bullish candlestick, engulfing candlestick that just engulfed all of this bullshit, right? Because this candle is bigger than all of these previous candles for the last who knows how long, right? That's a huge sign that price is going to go bullish, right? But that's not all we want to see. We want to see that, the H4, that daily is still showing us that support, is still showing us that resistance. We still have reasons to think that price is going to go up. The 15 is just where we're going to catch our entries, right? So yes, the H4 has support here. We go to our 15, we wait, we be patient, we wait for our moving averages to come down below and start to scoop up. Look how they come down, and now they're starting to curve, right? They're curving up. And our moving average is pretty much, or not our moving average, but our candlesticks are breaking above, right? We're going up. Okay, price hasn't really broken below our candles ever again, all of them at least, or hasn't broken below our moving averages ever again until here, where we're looking for ourselves now. This just goes to kind of show you how accurate these moving averages are and what they kind of do. Okay, go back to our H4. We had our resistance. Okay, this is kind of giving away what's going to happen, but we had our resistance. We went to our 15. Now, for you guys, let's see if you guys are following with me. Price is broken below our moving averages here. Started to curve. So what exactly do we think is going to happen here? What is the next move when this candle breaks below? We saw that we're at H4 resistance build up, and now we see that we're below our moving averages. What do we think is going to happen from this point on? As soon as price closed below our moving average, what did I say is going to happen? Right? I just want to hear what you guys have to say. Okay, someone said it's going to drop, sell, keep going down. Price is going to go down. Retest should go for a sell, drop. Okay, so someone said grab. That's a good answer. because now our moving averages are grabbing our price and pulling it to the downside. That's what we believe is going to happen. So guess what? We are then going to take our short position on this candle, stops above that resistance, right? And we need to find a place to target, okay? So we can either target down in here for a 1 to 5, or we can, be a little more safe, maybe this support zone. Maybe we want to target this little bit of a support here. However you want to play it, it just depends on the trade. But in this instance, I don't know where that just went, but pretty sure we're targeting right there. We're actually targeting deeper than that, a little more so like down here. You're putting us at a 1 to 3, right? So all we saw, again, guys, resistance buildup, okay? 15, our moving averages crossed over. We're closing down towards the bottom, okay? We took our sell position. So guess what? That's it. We wait. We be patient. We wait, and we see how price kind of goes from here. As you guys see, price really plummets hard. It really does respect these moving averages, guys. I'm going to tell you that right now, okay? I'm not sure what happened here. I ended up taking a sell here. Very close to getting stopped out. But, this is more of the example here. Kind of just want to see if price ever did hit that take profit zone. We definitely wouldn't be holding this long. We've already came a lot of pips down. So at this point, we would probably be out, especially with price breaking above our moving averages, certainly for the upside. But if we did hold, then most likely price is going to get take profit here. Boom. So if you were patient and held that long, you caught 138 pips just sticking to your first analysis, right? So it's very simple, guys. It's very, very simple. You got to understand that Forex is simple. And if you don't keep it simple, you're going to get fucked every single time, right? So remember, H4, we look for that support, right? Do another little example here. I know for sure this is what I was just showing you guys. So, okay. As you can see, support zone. Price is making that support zone on the H4. We believe price is going to push to the upside, right? So let's put this just in replay mode real quick, and let's just kind of take a look at it, right? We have support, some major support. We don't think price is going to break this zone because we're moving up, right? We're going up. Price is bullish. Would you agree that, here price is pretty bullish, right? I mean, we even have a trend. Like this is a very bullish trade. Okay, it's very basic price action, right? Very, very basic support. Very basic price action. We believe price is going to go up, but look, we're not just going to hop in this buy. We're not just going to hop in this buy and just rush it. No, we're going to go to our smaller time frame, right? Our 15. What are we going to wait for? For you guys that have been paying attention, now what do we do? From this position, what do we do right here? Right? We have our support. We're on a trend. We think we're going up. What's our next step here? What do we do? Okay. Pretty good. You guys are all pretty much said it. We're waiting for our moving averages to break below these candles and start to swoop to the upside. That's it. All we want to see, literally, is for these moving averages to physically come down, all of them, right? All three of them, below where our candles are and start to curve up. That's it. That's all we want to see. As soon as we see that one candle break above, guess what? We take our buy position, right? Nope, not yet. See, not yet. It's going to help. This is going to help us avoid a lot of losses, okay? Boom. There is our candle. That candle has now broken above our moving averages. And guess what? They're starting to curve, right? Let's delete that. Look at the curvage on those now. They're starting to curve straight up. So we're going to take our long position. Stops below that zone. If you guys want to be safe, you can do a 1-to-1, right? You can start with a 1-to-1. See how that plays out pretty much. It's not going to be 100%, but it's a pretty damn good strategy. I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is pretty much what I trade every single day of my life. Okay, I have multiple strategies, multiple different accounts. Okay, I have 2 strategies, 2 accounts. We're going to go over that. But this is the main one. This is what makes me my bread and my butter. This is pretty much what makes me, right? So does anyone have any questions so far why we just took this buy? Because if you ask me, this is a goddamn easy easy, perfect trade, right? Like I said, 1-to-1 is how we'd start, but this would be our main target, right? Our next resistance zone is our main target, okay? And it did get hit, by the way. But to be fair, I'll keep it a 1-to-1. I'm not going to be like, oh, just be honest. But look, support, trend line, support. That's good. We have that. That's confluence on the H4. But we cannot enter this trade until our moving averages tell us to enter this trade on a smaller 15-minute time frame, right? Super simple, but hella easy to understand. Yes. Very, very easy. Okay. I'm gonna keep showing you guys this. This is I know, and a lot of people trip out when I show those. Jesus, can I not stutter? A lot of people trip out when I show them these strategies because they're really that simple. But you got to just apply it. You have to know what you're looking at. Support and resistance, you have to know when support and resistance is valid, okay? And that's the thing. A lot of people are going to struggle with that. But this webinar is going to get you what you need. Trust me, okay? It really, really is, okay? So I have this marked up already, right? Resistance zone. This is a resistance zone, okay? Now, this might be a good example of something I actually do want to show you guys, right? So we have our resistance here, right? Let's say, okay, very simple, resistance zone. We're looking for sell positions, right? We're looking for our sell setups. What are we going to do? Well, very simple. We're going to go to our 15, and we just need these candles to pretty much close below our moving averages. That's it. It's that simple, right? But let's go ahead and see what happens. Boom, right there. We got our sell position, right? Okay, we got our sell position. Boom, stops above. Okay, H4 we are going to target. Maybe down in here, right? Let's just say down in here. But I want to show you guys kind of a better example. Let's just say our stops are here, right? Just for the sake of this, trying to show you guys something. Let's just say our stops are here, right? Guess what? What's going to happen, right? Let's just say our stops are there. Take probably got smashed anyways. I can't even show you guys a fucked up example because it's so accurate. Jesus. Okay. Well, take profit got smashed for 100 pips, 1 to 2.2 ratio. That sucks. What I wanted to show you guys though is that there is going to be times where you do get stopped out. Okay. Let's just say, for example, we took the sell here, got stopped out, right? Right. Boom. We got stopped out for 27 pips. It's very unfortunate, but guess what? This is the best part about this strategy. A lot of times you're going to get stopped out. Why do we get stopped out here? Because look, right? You have to see this. Look at this candle here. This candle stopped us out. This H4 candle stopped us out. We lost the trade because of that candle. But guess what, guys? That candle did not close above the previous. This is still a resistance, right? Nothing's changed here. We still have a resistance. This candle, it's still resisting this resistance spot. So guess what? We're going to go and look for a re-entry. We got stopped out here. Let's just say, for example, we took the trade. Oh my God, why am I quacking today? We took the trade and I have the hiccups. That's why. We got stopped out, but guess what? Price closed above our moving averages again right there. So we retake this short position. We have our stop set. Same thing, 30-something pips, whatever the case may be. Same take profits. Guys, look at this. Yeah, we might have got stopped out for 27 pips, but the resistance never folded. It's still a resistance. So now we just wait for a second entry. We wait to get in again because we're still at that resistance level. We just got in a little early. We just need to wait for our moving averages to cross above again, because sometimes price will consolidate, get stopped out. It'll come back down, break below the moving averages again. You can re-enter. We caught back that 27 pip loss and 50 pips on top of that. So that loss is gone. Forget about that loss. We now have a winning trade. Very, very important, okay? Now, yeah. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So, yeah, someone said you need to wait for the candle to close. Absolutely. You have to wait for that candle to close below your moving averages, okay? But all I'm saying is that we are going to be re-entering trades. If you get stopped out, but that resistance is still there, or that support is still there on the H4, the higher time frame, you will be waiting for a re-entry on that trade, especially if the moving averages come back and they swoop again. That's all the case. That's just how it is. So even if this shot up, hit stop loss, but then came back down below our moving averages, as long as we go to our H4 and that resistance is still valid, well, then we wait. We take our profit, or we wait to take another trade. It's that simple, guys. So now let's go back. Let's look at some fresh examples. Okay, some fresh examples, such as this. Okay. Really quick, before we go any further, I do want to say, and this is a really nice support zone on GJ. I do want to say that, you know, this does work on a lot of different, you know, pairs. These are the pairs I recommend right here. Euro USD. Okay, take Bitcoin out right now. The crypto market is just so bad right now. But Euro USD, US 30, NAS 100, gold, GBP JPY being the best one to trade. GBP odd and GBP USD. Okay, that's all. That's what I like to trade. Does it work on other pairs? Euro NZD, all these other pairs. Yes, it does. Is it as accurate? No. You can play around with it, see what you like to trade the most. But I really recommend you at least do the top three. Okay, GBP JPY, GBP USD, and GBP odd. I recommend you learn those three. You master those three with this strategy. You're gonna be set for life. Okay. Anyways, man, GBP JPY, it sets up the best always. Okay. Let me show you how easy this strategy is, because a lot of you guys just you don't get it yet. You know, I mean, you get the strategy, but you don't really understand how easy it really is. And if you just consistently do this strategy over and over again, week in, week out, woo, you're gonna be profitable by a good percentage. You just have to be consistent and always take the trade if it's there, re-enter when the re-entry is there. Make sure you're looking at the proper supports and resistances, and it's gonna be so gross. Okay. So we have a back-to-back here. So we can go ahead and start with this support here, right? This support was created, right? And realistically, I want to show you guys kind of how fucking crazy this strategy is, right? So check this out. We have resistance, right? We have a resistance here. So once we see that resistance, what do? What's our next step? We're going to go from the H4 to what time frame to do what? Let me hear what you guys have to say. Go to the 15, okay, 15 minute. 15 minute for entry, look for entry, look for entry. 15 minute, look for the swoop. That's what I like to hear. We go for the H4. We see our resistance. Very simple price action, right? We're at a very strong high point. We see a very nice resistance. Let's go to our 15. Let's go to our 15 and wait for these candles to break below all of our moving averages. That's all. Check it out. Saved our asses right there because we didn't get in yet and get stopped out. We did not get in this trade yet to get stopped out. Okay. We didn't take this trade yet. Price didn't break below our 50. It didn't break below it yet. We can't get in this trade yet. Can't get in this trade yet. All that consolidation, we didn't have to sit through. We're not in this trade yet. Nope. Nope. Right there, we take that short position. Look at this beautiful bearish candle that just closed below our moving averages. Look at the way our moving averages are starting to curve, guys. That's nice. Take my short position. We'll go to our H4 and kind of, you know, dictate what we want to do here. But I would say put our stops. You can put them above. I don't think we need to put them above. I would say maybe more so kind of like the previous, because it should not spike there again. I mean, it can. If you want to save your ass, then I would put it above a little bit, right? But let's just go for it. We can do a simple, well, we can pretty much do what we want to do here. We can target the support zone that we believe is going to get hit again, right? Because we do see that this has kind of respected this zone, came back up. So price may respect this zone again. Okay, but just to be fair, let's just do a 1 to 1.5. Just to save ourselves if, you know, price does not get that far down. Maybe price rejects this 50 moving average on the 4 hour. Let's just be fair with ourselves here, right? Okay, so we'll take this trade. We'll monitor our moving averages on the 15. We'll see what happens here, okay? I'm going to show you guys how fucking deadly this shit is. Look at it, respected that moving average. Boom. Take profit smashed, right? Take profit smashed. Guess what, guys? We got another entry here. If you don't know by now, I love me some Fibonacci. Well, look at this push down here to the downside. Look at that gold zone Fibonacci rejection right there. Look at that candle reject our 50 to 618 zone. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Easily could take another sell position there. Use our Fibonacci stops and our Fibonacci take profit. Two fucking killers in one, okay? For any of you guys who do not know about the Fibonacci, you should by now. It's all over my channel. We'll leave that there, though, because that's a killer setup that I would take any day of the week, okay, especially on DJ, okay? Remember, guys, really quick before I show you the Fibonacci, remember one thing. We would not be looking for these sell positions without our higher time frame. Our higher time frame is so important, guys. You have to make sure that the higher time frame is telling you to sell. You can't just look for these Fibonacci's and the moving averages just by itself on a 15-year. It's not going to work. You have to have a reason to look for them. As you guys can see, we have our sell set up here just with resistance. Okay. Now, listen. Here's what we got to do. You got to get your Fibonacci set up. This is your Fibonacci, okay? I'm going to go to my settings, take a picture, do what you got to do. These are my Fibonacci settings, okay? I'm going to go over what each Fibonacci thing means. And, you know, we don't use the Fibonacci nearly as much, but if it's there, it's there. And I'll kind of go over how I use it really quick just to show you guys. But get this screenshot done. It's going to be on the recording. You guys will get the recording. And, yeah. Okay, so here it is. Very simple. Screenshot that. It's there. Okay. Now, how do you use your Fibonacci? Fibonacci is very simple. Anytime you have a push to the downside, such as this, where all these pink candles are coming down, you'll just take your Fibonacci tool, right? And you're going to pretty much push that Fibonacci down from that push, from where price started to break. So it would be here, right? We have that down push to the downside and stop it where price starts to come back up. That's it. And all this 50 to 618 zone means, all it is just a retracement 50% of this move, right? This move here, well, half of that move is here at this 50%. 61.8% of this move is here. Okay, that's our zone. That's where we need to see price retrace, because that's where a lot of, you know, retracements happen before continuing down. Okay, and that's pretty much all the Fibonacci really is. And I can go over some more examples real quick just to show you. But if you see this push here, right, this right price came up, came down, just chilling. But right here we have a push to the upside. So if we take this Fibonacci tool from this push right here, right where this blue candle starts, right, the wick down here to where price finally starts to come back down, this point here, look what price did. It rejected our gold Fibonacci zone and then started to fly up. Okay. Fibonacci is pretty simple. You guys can look at this Fibonacci on YouTube, stuff like that as well if you need more help with Fibonacci. We don't use it too much, but I do want to quickly show you that because there's times where, like right here, we have a nice Fibonacci entry, and we'll actually stack a position just like this to make, you know, double the money on one trade. But listen, my Fibonacci, the way it's set up, it's very simple, right? Okay, we have, and I'll pull this up so you can see it better, right? So let's just say our Fibonacci zone, right, is same as it is down there, right? That means you entered here, right here for a sell. You think price, let's just say price built up to here, and now we think price is going to come down, okay? This 90% zone is my stop loss. It's my dedicated stop loss zone on my Fibonacci. This is my stop loss. This is my main take profit here. Take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3. Anytime prices take profit 1, your stops are to break even. Take profit 2, your stops come to your take profit 1. Take profit 3, the trade's over. You pretty much hit all your take profits. Congrats. Okay. So that's kind of how this is set up. That's what I use the Fibonacci for. So if you look closely here, we entered right here on this candle when it rejected in here. Our stop was set to that 90% zone, and then our take profit was set to that negative 61.8 zone, which is our take profit 3. Okay, and it did work out. Price smashed it. Stops never got even close to touch. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's pretty simple to use. You just have to kind of figure it out. But like I said, rewatch this. Look it up on YouTube. If you are struggling with Fibonacci, do not worry. That's not, you know, a huge part about how we trade anymore. But it's good to, you know, kind of have that knowledge for trades like this. But it's not something we're going to use 24/7 all the time. It's just not going to be we're not going to use it very often at all, right? So again, guys, H4 Take profit got hit right where we set it, right? So now we wait, right? And while we're waiting, we're looking at other trades, we're looking at other charts, trying to see, hey, is this happening anywhere else? Do we have any supports anywhere else? Okay, that easy. Boom. Guess what, guys? Guess what price just did, right? We hit our take profit. Price made a support. So as we just made all those pips, as we made all that money on those 2 trades we just took, we're already ready to look for another entry, but now we're looking for a buy, right? Now we're looking for a buy. So we're going to go to our 15. And once again, we're going to wait for price to break above our moving averages and swoop this trade so we can get our buy entry. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. We don't get to take our buy. It happens though. Look at these start to curve, guys. These are curving hard. Okay. We take our long position here. We're going to take our long position here. We just took 2 really nice wins. We're feeling good. We can either target that resistance again, right, with a nice 1-to-2 ratio, or we could just do a 1 to 1.5, however you want to play it, right? It's really up to you and kind of what you see. But I like to target my next resistance or support, whatever the case may be. But I mean, just to be safe, a 1 to 1.5 is going to get you a lot more wins, right? Okay. So here we go. Let's play it out, see what happens on our support. Being patient, we're being patient. Price is consolidating a bit, but we really got to have faith in our price action / moving averages. Okay. It's going to be one of those trades that takes a while. Sometimes you're going to have trades that, they take a while. You may not get what you want to get. Okay. One thing I do recommend is at a 1-to-1 ratio, which would have been about 58 pips. So 58 pips, we could have, not 58 pips, so 49 pips. We could have put our stops to break even. We would have broke even on this trade. 1-to-1 is a good spot to break even, or have your stops to break even and kind of wait for your targets to get hit. But again, a lot of people like to trade differently. Take profit does get smashed, as I pretty much expected. If we go to our H4, take profit got smashed. No, rather, it didn't take as long as it seems. 15-minute can be kind of messy. I do recommend sometimes you enter your trade from the 15, go to your H4, and kind of just, clear your mind, watch what the H4 is doing. If the H4 starts to look like it's going to fall, then it may. But don't worry about the 15 as much. We're not looking for support or resistance on the 15. We're just not. Okay, it's not how we're going to trade. But as you guys can see, price did what we said, right? And realistically, I'm going to see some real quick. Let's go to this high of this wick. Yep. We're still in a resistance zone right here, right? We are still in a fucking resistance zone right here. Believe it or not, that is still resistance. 1, 2, 3. Guys, after we just caught 2 sell wins, a buy win, we're back at a resistance. Guess what we can do now? Well, we can go to our 15. If it happens, it happens, right? If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It's as simple as that. Wait, price just made that beautiful drop. Stops above. We could do a 1 to 1.5. We could do whatever. We could do a 1-to-1. Like I said, it just depends. If you do a 1-to-1, your ratios are higher. If you do 1-to-2s, 1-to-3s, depending on what you see, your ratios are going to come down. Your win percentage is going to go down, but it's pretty much going to even itself out. So I used to always tell my students, let's just do 1-to-1s. I do 1-to-1s personally a lot, but I do risk, I do 10 standards a trade. So, I have a large account, but I'll make like anywhere, like on a trade like this, 10 standards, that's $5,000. So I'll make about 5K here, or I'll lose 5K. I like to trade 1-to-1s. Obviously, it's up to you how you like to trade. You want your percentages to go down, but you're doing 1-to-3s, and it just depends on how you like to trade, because a lot of the times it will hit your main targets. But if you want to have really high win percentages, do a 1-to-1, and you're going to have some solid results. And I personally think when you do a 1-to-1 and you win more, you're better mentally. You have a more of a winner's mentality because you're winning more than you're losing by a good amount, especially with a strategy like this. You're gonna do better mentally. You're gonna feel better trading. You're gonna be more energized. I think a 1-to-1's better mentally. I think it's better physically. It's just better. To me, it's better. Okay. With that being said, you already have a 50% chance of winning any buy trade you take, any sell trade you take on a 1-to-1. You got a 50% chance of winning. 50% chance of winning. That's pretty high. 50% chance of winning. And then you put it together with a strategy like this, your 50% just pretty much went up to 75 to 80%, literally. Remember that, okay? Anyways, 1-to-1, like I said, we don't care about the support on the 15. It's irrelevant. It's a small time frame. Most likely the support does not matter. These moving averages do, okay? So we'll have our stops set, take profit set, and we'll see what happens. Might not be a winning trade because I have that support set from before. Take profit did get smashed there for 50 pips. Remember, guys, you're not going to win every trade. Definitely not. Just looking at the thing. Yeah, this would be recorded. It goes over the moving averages we're using, support resistance, all that. You guys need to get everything, so don't worry if you're late, okay? H4. We just took major wins back to back to back just on GBP JPY. Haven't even looked at anything else, right? Now what do we wait for? Okay. So one thing I will say that we do have occurring here. Ooh, whoa. Right? What did I call this earlier? It's a support zone, but what did I call it when it does this? When it does this, what did I call it? There you go. Everyone's saying it. Build up. So we have a build-up zone here. We go from our H4 build-up, right? And remember, guys, we're still moving up. We know that price is moving up. Always keep that in mind, that we are moving up. Price is bullish. We remember that. We know that we have our support. We see price is bullish. We're moving up. Trends look good. Everything looks smooth. Well, we're going to go to our 15. We're going to go to our 15. And we're simply going to wait for price to close above our moving averages. Again, look at that beautiful bullish candle. You want to see that bullish candle like that. That's even more confluence, right? Stops below. And again, let's just hit us a little 1-to-1. Let's just do a little 1-to-1, right? See what happens. So again, let's break this down step by step. H4. Okay, H4. Build up support. Build up support. Price is going to go bullish to us. Trend line, bullish. Overall movement on GPJPY, bullish. H4 is telling us we're going up. Go to our daily, we're going up. Go to our hourly, we're going up. Go to our 15, our moving averages just crossed below. Look at the curvage right there. Look at the curve on those moving averages, though. Look at this big bullish candle, though. Let's just take our buy and see what happens here. Take profit smashed. Take profit smashed. Okay. 29 pips captured. Very simple. Very nice. Whatever happens after our take profit smash, we don't give a shit about unless it's another setup. Right? Again. Build up. Build up. Build up resistance. Go to our 15. Moving average crossover right here. We could have taken our short position here. Stops above. 1-to-1. If you just stay consistent taking these trades, it's hard to lose, bro. It's literally hard to lose, okay? Let's look for another good support setup. I think that's what we were waiting for originally, right? Look, guys. What do we have? Support. It's that fucking simple, guys. We have a support. What do? Well, we make sure everything looks good, right? We have that support. Hourly looks good, right? Well, I mean, we're still going to the upside. We haven't broken. We'd have to break major market structure. We'd have to break down to here for me to say, okay, now we're going to the sell side, right? But let's go to our 15, and let's see if we can get a nice bullish candle to the upside. Let's just see if we get a nice bullish candle to break above our moving averages. Okay, there it is right there. I mean, if you want to wait for something more clear, I mean, right there we have 3 bullish candles pretty much starting to come up. But we take our long position here. In a case like this, I mean, it's probably best. We got to be very careful. We don't want to have our stops way down here. We don't want to run a trade like that. That's not the trade we want to run. Here, I would suggest that we just do our stops slightly below that 15, and we just run a 1-to-1. Right? We just run a 1-to-1. We're gonna use the 15 to get that slight under that support. Now, this trade right here, well, it's a little more risky because we didn't get that entry for a very long time, and we already started to go very bullish. However, we're still gonna take our trade. We're gonna be consistent with it, and we're gonna pretty much wait to see what fucking okay. Well, either way, I guess we went really, really bullish really fast. Right? That was fucking crazy. But that's the power of the moving averages, guys. Once that moving average broke, it really just swooped from there and it just took the fuck off. It literally said bye. Like it shot to the moon, literally. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think it was gonna that one I really like. If that was real life, I would have been like, okay, I have to be consistent. I have to take this trade because it has all my rules. It's just a little late, so I might risk a little less. Right? And holy shit, that shit was amazing. What a fucking strategy. What a strategy that I've been using. And this shit's been successful for me for a very long time. A very, very long time. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, well. Another resistance zone. If we go to our 15 here and we wait for price, let's just see what happens here. So we got our sell, another, very late sell here, but we're still going to take our short position. We're going to have our stops above our moving averages here instead, because like I said, that's too deep. We can't have too big of a stop loss unless we really lower our lot sizes. We might run something like this, see what happens. Again, we haven't been stopped out yet. This trade is a little risky. This one doesn't look so good, but we'll stay consistent and see what happens. Okay, so there's our first loss right there. However, H4, as we still have that resistance, which means we still may have another entry. So it looks like we probably did there. See where we would have taken our short position. Took our short, so we would have taken our short position on that re-entry here on this candle as we broke below. Stops above, and then a 1-to-1 ratio puts us at, there it is, right there on that re-entry. We took our 1-to-1, this time actually having our stops above our resistance instead, and we could have even done it a little higher to be safe, whatever the case may be. Still, 1-to-1 got smashed out. So as you guys can see, we came back, we took a win, and we feel good, right? We feel good because we came back and we won because we're still at that resistance. Okay, does that make sense? What the fuck? It should just be disappearing. But we still were at that resistance, so we waited for our moving averages to come back again, and they did. Okay. Now we have our support here. Okay. We have our support here now. We're gonna go to our 15. We're gonna wait for our moving averages. Right there, we have our bullish candle break above. Boop. So I'm trying to figure out what happened here for that to drop that much. Oh, just a huge, huge wick. Wow. Okay, remember, guys, this is why this strategy is so deadly. Oh my God. Look, if you would have just taken this buy just based off of this support, what the fuck would have happened? What would have happened to you? Okay, I'm going to delete this and just start from here. Let's just say, we're just looking at our H4. Fuck the 15. Fuck the moving averages. Let's just take our buy right here. Let's target this resistance, and let's just have our stops a decent amount below. A decent amount below our support. Let's run that. Holy shit, we got taken out. That sucks. We just lost. How do we avoid that, though, guys? Look what the fuck our strategy gets to do. We don't take this buy until we are above our moving averages. We just avoided that fat loss. Now we're going to take our buy. Boom. Now we're going to have our stops below that zone. Now we're going to have our 1-to-1 set up, right? And if we take this loss right here, everything I just said just made me sound stupid. But you get what I'm saying. We avoided that first big loss, right? And take profit got fucking smashed. Don't ever doubt me. I'm talking to myself. 60 pips, take profit smash. We just avoided that fat fucking loss. Do you guys see what I just saw? Do you just see that shit? Everyone that just got fucked by the banks, that sucks for them, but we didn't. We didn't get wicked out. We didn't get fucked right there. We didn't get fucked. Everyone else might have, but our moving averages never told us to buy. The moving averages never said, hey, it's time to take a buy. So we didn't. So while everyone else is still losing, we waited for that support to actually be done. And our moving averages helped us there. Took our buy. It's that fucking easy, guys. And yes, you guys will be getting this recorded. I'm about to get a drink. I'm going to come back. I'm going to go over some scalping like I promised. We're going to go over some killer scalping strategies. One strategy, it's a killer divergence scalping strategy. We're going to go over that. After we go over that strategy, I'm going to talk about kind of how you can use this to swing trade and maybe day trade as well a little more. So it's not just because this is not scalping. This is similar to day trading / quick. It's pretty decently quick, right? I mean, realistically, this move where you entered took 4 hours. Okay, I wouldn't call that a day trade. I call that half a day trade. But we're talking about day trading and then swing trading as well as a scalping strategy, and that is going to put us at what you guys are going to need. Okay, is this or is this not fucking simple? Honestly, put in the comments what you guys think. Is this not simple? Is this not easy? You're literally doing this over and over again, and you're going to have killer results. If you do a 1-to-1 using the H4, go into your 15 for your entries, you're going to, people are, you guys are about to, you just wait. Just watch me back, guys, and start using it. And I want to see your guys' results. You guys better send me this shit on Instagram. Because last time I did a webinar, I got hundreds and hundreds of people telling me that their fucking lives have changed. I want to see that shit from you guys too. I'm back. I'm already back. Too excited. Yeah. No, you guys are gonna be fucking. It's gonna be crazy. I want all those results though. Like I said, last webinar I did, pretty crazy results we had. And I had a shit ton of people reach out. I need that. It just makes me feel better seeing like you guys, hey, you know, check us out. Because of you, I made this much this week. Like I would just love to see that shit. It makes it all worth everything. But yeah, I know how simple that was. Yeah, that's the strategy. That's the main strategy right there. Now, I do want to go over some different strategies, not different strategies, but it's kind of a scalper strategy I like to use on a separate account. I would love for you guys to use this with this strategy if you can, but on its own, it's very, very accurate. Okay, so this one here, it works on pretty much all pairs, and it's very simple. It's kind of just more of a way to use divergences more accurate. Okay, all you need for this one is our MACD. Okay, go to FX up here, type in MACD, get your MACD on there. That's it. That's all you need for this one. Okay, that's all you need. Okay, we're gonna go to our 5-minute time frame, and it's gonna be very simple what we do. Very simple. 5-minute move so slow, I'm dead. I'm gonna go ahead and reset this. We're going to stop the replay. And we're going to pretty much go from step 1, right? So all this is just a more smoother, a more better way to use divergences. And it's kind of, you know, a way to use divergence on its own. Okay. First things first, let's go ahead and take a look at this. This does not look like divergence. Maybe. Yeah, it might actually be. I can't tell. It looks kind of more like, honestly, pretty much It's pretty much not divergence, pretty much. So we'll keep looking. Okay. For anyone that doesn't know what divergence is, it's very simple, guys. Okay. Anytime price makes a higher high, I'll look for some examples just to show you. But this is divergence here, right? Price went and made lower lows on price action, right? We have lower, lower, lower. Okay. Boom. But what's happening here? Price is making a higher low. It's doing the opposite, right? Lower lows. Now look at this. Higher lows. It did the opposite. Does that make sense? Pretty simple. You can also look up divergences, get pictures of all kinds of stuff. This is divergence. It's very simple, right? Okay. But how are we going to use this divergence? Okay. With the MACD, you are never going to take that divergence buy or sell unless you have two things happening, right? Most people will say, hey, on the RSI, this is divergence. We can take our buy here. No, not with the MACD. With the MACD, you're not going to take that buy unless price did not touch our graph above. Okay, this is a good example, right? Where that price was marked here, boom to boom, did these lines go inside this graph like it did here, or here, or here, where we're inside that graph? Did it clear that graph or did it go inside that graph? Well, guess what, guys? Here, right? We cleared that graph, right? Those lines, right? These lines never touch that graph. Wow, we made that divergence. Never touch that graph. That's a proper divergence. Okay. Now we cannot take this buy position. Remember, guys, this is the 5 minute. I like to use this on the 5 minute. You can use it on the time frames, but I like to use it on the 5 minute. Now, we will not take that buy position until we get a crossover on our MACD. What does that mean? Well, look, we need this blue, right? This blue moving average on the MACD to cross to the top. Okay. If that's confusing for you, you don't understand what that means, all you have to do is wait for one of these green bars to open. Okay. Right. Because look, we have a bullish candle here, but if you go down where that bullish candle is, it's still red. The MACD is still printing red bars. We don't take this buy until the MACD prints a green bar, which would be here on this candle. So we take our long position on that candle. We can have our stop set however we want. We can target highs. We can pretty much do what we want to do here. We target a high. We just have our stop set a decent amount below, because remember, divergence can pretty much keep coming. As we're making these lows, as you can see, look, from this point to this point, it's still made more divergence. See, price is still making lower low, but on here, a higher low. It's still printing those divergences. So that's why you have to have your stop set a decent amount below, and then just target a 1 to 2 or 1 to 1.5, however you want to do it. Simple as that. I mean, 1 to 1 is always the best, but that's it. That one is very simple as well. And I'll do more examples, but you just want to make sure 3 things are happening. You have your divergence, right? You have your divergence, lower low, higher low. It's not touching the graph not being touched, right? This area is not touching this graph. And then you have your bullish graph print. This moving average crossed above the blue, which means it printed a green candle on the graph. We're going to the upside. Okay. Does that make sense to a lot of you guys? I'm going to show you guys more. And all this is, guys, okay, listen, all this is a better way to do divergence, a better way to spot divergence, a more accurate way to do divergence. Would I recommend you do this all by itself and this is all you're going to do to make money? No, not at all. But this is a very solid way to find divergence, okay? Now, I'm going to show you more examples. Let's go to our 15 for just to be a little more clear with it, okay? Again, we're going to look for divergence. We're going to look for divergence. I know what I'm looking for. It has to be a divergence that's not touching the graph. So I can find it pretty fast. Guess what? Guys, from this point to this point, price made a lower low, which means price is going down. I think it actually made a lower low here too. So let me just check. Because I think we actually need to go from this point. Hold on, we need to go from this point. Okay. From this point to this point, what did price do? It made a lower low. It's going down, up, down, up, down. But overall, we're going down. But guys, oh, you know what? Nope, this one is not going to count. Because guess what? We touched the graph right there. So this would not count. Even though it did work out, it is not going to count because unfortunately we touched that graph and we have to abide by the rules. A divergence is not accurate, right? It's just not, unfortunately. And like I said, guys, this is not, the strategy I just showed you guys is going to make you a lot of money. This is good to have, but it's just another way to look for divergences. Okay, I don't want to confuse you guys too much. What I gave you already is what you really need. Okay, you see what I'm saying? But this is still good to just good to show you guys, just so you can get better ideas of divergences. Okay, so got you guys an example. What is price doing right here? What is price doing right here? It's printing what? What is this printing? Higher what? HH, highs, higher highs. There you go. It's printing higher highs. Okay, if you take that point that you marked, right, and you mark it down here, you can mark it there, here, whatever. The high is probably better, but we can do it from there just to be fair. And we go through it. We'll just make it more smooth. We do it from there. What is price printing here on the moving averages without, remember, without touching the graph? This is what we need to see. Price didn't touch that graph until we started to come down. So that's the future, right? So realistically, we're here. That might be a little better of an example for you guys, right? What did price do here? It printed what? Lower highs. Very good. We got lower highs, higher highs, but on here, lower highs. Okay. That's a very high sign of a reversal in the markets because we did not touch that graph. We printed that divergence and we waited for our sell. Well, we already had our sell, but we'll wait for this one here because our next sell, which means we actually enter right away. Take our short position, stops above 1 to 1.5, however you want to do it. It doesn't really matter. Play it out. Oh my God, we could have caught so many pips. If you would have just trailed your stop loss, we would have caught so many pips. That's it. That's it, guys. I know it's crazy, but look. Lower low, higher low, opposite. Price in this zone where we marked it did not touch the graph. It did not, and I'll put it in review to make it more obvious for you guys. Let's see, probably gonna put it right there. Look, we didn't touch the graph. We're off, and it doesn't. You don't count any of these touches over here. You count where you draw. You draw it from. You drew it from right here, so you're gonna count it from right here. Look at that. Price is not touching the graph in this zone. Right, because you're gonna go from behind that zone. Price is not touching the graph in our zone. It never got touched. Once we get that bullish candle, boom, look at that bullish candle right there. That bullish graph candle. Take our long position. We have our stops below. We run to 1 to 1. Let that play out. We're on the 15. You can do this on the 5, the 15. I wouldn't do it on the 1. Remember, the higher the time frame, the better, but you can do this on the 5. 15 looks to be a hot zone. Look at that, though. Simple diversion strategy. You're just making it more in depth. You're using the MACD. You're not letting these touch, right? These aren't touching. Wait for that green candle. Take your buy. You're gone. Okay? Now, the MACD is just basic. Just basic settings. Okay? This is how like I said, you guys got to get this recorded. This is how I trade divergences way more accurate. Okay? So now, putting this all together, I mean, you're looking at the H4. You have a support. You have a support. We're now bringing our MACD in, right? What if we see a divergence occur the way we want to see it as another confluence? We have multiple confluences. Or what if we have one account where we're trading the way I just taught you? Beautiful golden way to trade. This right here is the best way to trade right here. This moving averages that I showed you guys at first. main account, large account, as much money as you can put in, use it on this account. You're making a shit ton, right? In the meantime, while you're making that money, you have another account where you're on the 5 and 15 minute looking for divergence setups with a little bit of price action. You got your little scalper account, you got your main account. You're making money on both. Life is good, right? But if you can use all this stuff together, it's even better. But like I said, with what I showed you guys, you don't need anything else. You have what you need. These are the moving averages you need. Support resistance is all you need to know that price is in a uptrend or downtrend with support / resistance. It's all you need, guys. It's literally all you'll ever need. Okay? Now, yeah, that's what we need to talk about is when to use these things like that. Major news events for Great British Pound comes out, or you know it's going to come out. Don't trade it. It doesn't matter. Don't trade it during the news. You never want to trade during the news. Or make that all up. Are you guys going to argue right here or what, man? What the fuck? Somebody up right now. Anyways, major news events, we do not trade. No matter what it is, just don't trade. A major news event will fuck your account because it doesn't care about support. It doesn't care about resistance. It does not give a fuck about moving averages. News events are just going to do whatever the hell it's going to do. Do not trade news events, okay? Why I love this strategy so much, I don't care if it's New York, London, Asian. I don't care. It's going to work. It might take longer for your take profit to get hit, but I use this every single session. I don't care what time of day it is. If the strategy is there, you do it. You take the trade. That simple. Okay. Now, one thing I do want to talk about is kind of how to, one thing I do want to talk about too is support resistance is very important. Trend lines very important. Which way price is moving, very important. But you got to remember something. One thing that's killer in Forex is channels. You got to know how to use channels, man, because channels are deadly. Okay. Now let's go over some channel trades, right? Look at this channel I have here on GBP. Sent this out, guys. I literally sent this out. Let me go ahead stop this share real quick so I can load up Telegram. Let me show you guys something real quick. No, it's not going to load, is it? Whatever. Anyways, check this out. Very simple, man. Looking at our daily, we have a channel, right? You guys should already know what a channel is. It's very, very easy. It's very simple on what a channel is. You guys shouldn't have problems with channels at all. All a channel is when price pretty much is making higher highs, higher lows, whatever. Let's say we're going to the upside. You mark up your trend, right? You mark up your bottom trend, boom. And you mark up your top trend. It's the same thing as a trend, but it's on both sides. And it's kind of like a tunnel. Price is bouncing in and out, bouncing in and out. It can't break this top trend. It can't break this bottom trend. That is a channel. We're stuck inside of a channel. I love channels, right? I use these every day. Okay. Once we saw price respected this channel here, what do? Same fucking thing we do if we see a resistance or support. We go to our 15, wait for price to break above our moving average. So guess what, guys? Showing you this, you got multiple ways to trade now. You got multiple things to look for. Multiple things. Boom. Bullish candles coming. Boom. Stops below that channel. 1-to-1. Take profit fucking smashed. Right? Build-up zone. Not only do we have a build-up zone, we're on a support build-up zone. We're on a major support. We're at the bottom of a channel / trend. Guys, you have so much confirmations to look for now. There should never be an excuse, right? Guess what? Guess what? Boom. What did we just do? We just respected that channel perfectly again. What can we do here? What can we do here? I don't know, maybe the same thing we've been doing on repeat. Go to our 15. Wait for price to break above our moving averages. Price breaks above our moving averages. We take our long position, stops below the bottom of that channel. 1-to-1 ratio. Let it play out. Take profit smashed again. Take profit smashed again. That fucking easy. Let's do it again. Let's see what we have. Oh, support build up. Go to our 15. Price breaks above. Price goes bullish. It's the same thing on repeat, guys. It's that simple. And if you do it consistently, you're going to be fucking set. Literally set. Guess what just happened? Respected our channel. We could have taken our buy in this area. Let's say we take a loss. We look for that reentry. Right? Let's go to 400 real quick. Sorry. Right? So price is still respecting this channel. Just because we broke out of it a tiny bit, like what did I say earlier, guys? If you guys are still in here from the beginning, what did I say? All brokers have different areas marked up. It's hard to explain, but all brokers are going to show different price area points because not all of them are as accurate as yet other one, right? They're all trying to get data from the banks. They're getting data from the banks, trying to see where price is at. They're not all going to be accurate. So you can't really rely on this tiny ass line to be the exact spot where that channel hits. Realistically, that channel's in this area. It's in this, I would say, pretty much in that area. That's where the channel's in, is that area, right? Because remember, all brokers are showing different numbers. So realistically, we saw the break here. We looked for the buy on the 15. Never got the buy. We never got the buy anyway. So guess what? Now we just continue to wait. We continue to wait to see if price is going to, respect this zone, break above our moving averages. Oh, what do you know? Stops below, 1-to-1. What's going to happen? What is going to happen? Well, just take some time. Seems. Well, take profit got fucking smashed again, bro. Again. It's just too deadly. It's deadly. It's fucking deadly. Right? Am I tripping? Is this not deadly? No? Super deadly, somebody said. Super fucking deadly. I know. Because it's so fucking simple. If you got your channels marked up, your support, your resistance is marked up on the H4, and all you see is that crossover of the moving averages on a smaller time frame, and you're entering and you're winning this much, overall, you just practice, you put in the time, you put in the work, you do this consistently. You don't give up, right? You cannot give up. You do this consistently. There's no losing. There really isn't. Even if you lose 3 trades in a row, you're not losing on that month. If you do this right, you're not fucking losing for that month. I can almost guarantee, promise you that if you do it right, you cannot lose on that month. There's almost no way. Okay, I want to see what price does when we hit the top of this channel. Remember, guys, we have this marked up already. All we do now is wait. Okay, come on now. Come on now. Get fucking real, baby. While we're waiting for this to get respected, we have a support zone. We see we have a support zone. We go to our 15 on the support zone. It looks good, right? We check to see if we have any, divergence, just to see. What if we have divergence? What if we're on the 5-minute and we have divergence? It's another sign for us. So now we can check to see if we have divergence. I don't see divergence. That's fine. We're still going to wait. Will price break above? Right there it does. We take our long position. Stops below. We can either target the top of our channel Or we could just do a simple 1-to-1. We could just do a simple 1-to-1 for 60 pips. Let that play out. Guess what? While we're waiting for the top of our channel to get hit, well, we're chilling. We're taking other trades. We're smashing take profits. We're catching 60 pips. Now we go back to our H4, and guess what we do? Does our channel get respected? Well, we're gonna find out, right? I don't know what's gonna happen here. I don't know what's happening right now. We don't know what's gonna happen here. We really don't. Because now I don't remember what happens here in any way. But we do have a short position here. We are going to put our stops above, and we are going to target a 1-to-1. That's all I can tell you right now. Right? I can tell you that our strategy is telling us to do this. And I can tell you, ooh, I just wanted to say it. Fuck. Give me a second. Well, if we get stopped out here, I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, I'll be mad. And our strategy is telling us that we're going to take another win, is what our strategy is going to tell us. And we did, right? We fucking did, bro. Now, what do? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. What? What the buildup into a support zone do we have here? Okay, we have our support. We're going to go to our 15. Let's just see what we get. Did we get another entry? Well, it looks like we sure the fuck did. Right there. And because we are kind of, like I said earlier, we're really up there now, right? It's a really late entry. We're going to put our stops just below our moving averages. Okay, that's also a little bit of a safe zone. 1-to-1 ratio. Ooh. Ooh. See what happens. Come on now. Come on now. Take profit smashed. H4. What do? We're still waiting for the top of that channel. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Are you serious right now? Look at the top of the channel. Look at the top of that channel. We gotta wait though. We gotta make sure we actually reject that channel. We do. We have a short position to take right here based upon our moving averages as well as our channel. We're gonna go and target a 1-to-1 ratio. We're gonna let that play out. Come on now. Come the fuck on now. It's literally too fucking easy at this point. Like we're literally catching win after win. I'm gonna just start taking trades that I see literally live, right? What do we wait for here? Oh, pretty easy. Respect to the channel again. This is actually a trade that I actually literally sent out live. This had nothing to do with moving averages as much. This was pretty much just bare price action. When I saw the top of that channel got hit, we did have the moving averages, but I saw the top of that channel got hit. And I pretty much, what I really wanted to see here was on the 15. Whoa, maybe it was not. It was the hourly. I'm sorry. On the hourly, I really wanted to see price break below the support that we had. And when price broke below the support on the hourly, we also pretty much broke below our moving averages. So I took a sell position live, right? This is live with my mentorship. I said, hey, take this sell. Here's my stop loss. Here's my take profit. This is the sell we're taking. Take profit was smashed for 97 fucking pips live in front of hundreds of people. You see what I'm saying? Right? So realistically, the key to this strategy is getting that support, getting that resistance, being patient with your 15-minute entries, and entering. That's the key. That's the actual key. Okay. Before we get into a Q&A, I do want to show you guys the indicators and everything again that are just coming in. Okay. Here's what we need. Go to FX indicators and strategies, type in SMMA. Add 2 of those on there. 2 of those SMAs. Okay. Find them here. Go to your settings. Make one of them red. Make that one a 50 SMA, same as chart, source, close. Go ahead and find your other one. Boom. 8, SMA, smooth moving average, close, and I make that blue. Okay, you got your moving averages. Okay, now you're going to go to FX, and you're going to go ahead and type in ICH, and you're going to click this one right here. You can favorite that. Ichimoki Kinko Hayo by Kaibank. I still can't say it. Click that boy. Go to the settings on it. Leave everything the same. Take every single thing off, except for your Kaizen Sen. I always make it black. You can make it purple. You can do whatever you want with it. Okay. But just make sure it's there. Right. Kind of like it purple. It's actually kind of nice. So I'll make mine purple for now on. You got your moving averages set up. Okay. Take out your Fibonacci tool. Go to the settings on it. Input all these settings for your Fibonacci. Okay. All of those settings for your Fibonacci. Screenshot it. It's going to be here forever. Don't worry about it. Here it is. Okay. There's your Fibonacci. You got your moving averages. You're ready to trade. Now let's recap. Let's recap what we're looking for, right? Build up zones, support, resistance, build up zones, or the bottom or tops of channels. Once you see that on your H4, right? Once you see that on your H4, what do? You go to your 15 and you wait for price to break above all of your moving averages, including your Kaizen Sen and your 2 SMAs. That's it. That's the strategy in a nutshell. If you're just coming in, you're going to get the recording. You're going to be able to watch this whole thing. We broke above it right there, but I'd like to see something better than that because that's almost in it. Okay, right there. We would take our long position, stops, whoa, stops below our support, however you want to do it, and then a 1-to-1, something like that. And that's our strategy right there. Okay, take profit did get smashed. Boom. That's the fucking strategy. It's that easy. Okay. Obviously, we went over more stuff in depth if you're just coming in, but you guys didn't get to see every single one of these trades that I went over with you guys. And it's all going to be in your emails by Monday for the rest of your life. You guys can watch it a billion times. I want to do a Q&A. I want to see what you guys have. Yeah, I just want to see what you guys have. I want to know any questions you guys have. People are really happy with this. Just wait till you guys. Oh, how do you swing trade it? That's right. So, swing trading is going to be the same thing. I'll walk through this really fast. It's the same exact thing. Okay. Weekly, right? You look at your weekly. Support was made here, right? That's not. It's whatever. It's an okay example, but it looks like price kind of shifted there. Probably a market open. We got to find a good example to give just so I can show you guys real quick kind of how it works with swing trading. Boom. That's a better example. Right? We have support. We have that buildup on the weekly. Now what are we going to do? We're going to go to our hourly. Same thing. Same thing. This works on every time frame, guys. It literally works the exact same. We still need that same thing on the hourly. We need price to break above. We did not break above yet. Right? Saved us from a lot of hassle. We're not taking that trade yet. We took our long position here. We have our stops below. And we pretty much target our 1-to-1, right? Same process, guys. Look how fucking fast take profit gets smashed. Same process. But now you're going between the weekly and the H1. Same process. Same support resistance. Same buildup. It's the same thing, guys. Forex, believe it or not, is literally the same shit over and over again. Never changes every single year. Same supports, same resistances, same moves, same moving averages that work. Everything's so repetitive that it's one of the easiest markets to actually trade. Well, to me it is. I fucking hate stocks. It's actually ridiculously easy. It's the same thing. We're going from the weekly to the hourly. Instead of the H4 to the 15, you're doing the weekly support resistances channels, and then you're entering on the hourly crossovers, right? This trade right here took about, for take profit to get smashed, took 15 hours. A lot of times it can take longer than that. So it is going to be more swing trades. This one, it's gonna take more than 15 hours a lot of times. That one smashed really fast. Okay, but same process, man. It's the same fucking process. You're not gonna get these as often, obviously, because you're looking at a whole different time frame. But same process. What the hell is happening right now? Oh, my computer's not letting me go very far back. That looks super smooth on hourly, huh? I prefer you guys use the time frames that I suggested already, but if you insist, this is the way to pretty much get those longer holding trades. This one right here took about a day and 2 hours. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much how you trade it on the higher time frames. Same thing. I would really prefer that you guys, use your the time frames I said. But hey, yeah, you gotta be. Yeah, we lost one. We lost one this strategy or this you guys can replay it too. We lost one. We lost one trade. It happened. But we re-entered and got it right back. So any questions? Let's do a Q&A. Let's do a Q&A. Yeah. I mean, we're only trading the setup. The setups, if the setups are there, you trade it. Will you ever do it in person in Orange County? I'll think about it. Thinking about it. I mean, a lot of people want to in person. I'll have to try to partner with Swaggy. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, I think it'd be pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's just someone who just staring out too. The using the moving averages is going to avoid a lot of losses, a lot of bullshit trades you don't want to take. It's going to be yeah, you're gonna moving averages like I showed you guys. You guys, like I said, a lot of you guys are gonna have to rewatch this if you came late. But yeah, it's gonna save you guys a lot of losses. Fucking chest is killing me, Jesus. Yeah, so this is what I want to leave you guys with right here. Back test, very hard. Back test, very hard. Only stick to 3 pairs: GBP JPY, GBP USD, GBP odd. That's what I recommend. Stick to those 3 pairs. Back test those 3 pairs, and be consistent. That's all there is. Be consistent. Okay. If you be consistent with this strategy, you're going to be successful. But you got to be consistent. You got to keep on using this strategy over and over again. You got to make sure you re-enter when it's time to re-enter. Your win percentage is going to be very, very good. Yeah. Someone said something about trading with gold. Do not use this with gold. I really don't recommend this with gold. Someone said, how's my tattoo getting? Really bad. It's actually like destroyed. The circle doesn't even look even because so much ink has came out. It's just, yeah, it's bad. It's super fucking bad. She dug me out bad. I actually got prescribed antibiotics because it was really red and fucked up. He might have been infected. Someone said, how do you not miss any moves? Do you use alerts? Yeah, I would use alerts. I would use alerts with Telegram or with TradingView. So that way you know when a support just got made. If you know support's getting close or channel, mark where that channel or that support is. That way you get a notification. Okay. Is there a trade daily on these pairs? Yes. Yes, there is. I would say I would say I take at least one trade a day, for sure, with these three pairs right here. Okay. I want to see your guys' results. That's what I want to see. I want to see what you guys can do. I want to see. Don't forget to please don't forget to send me your results on Instagram. Please don't forget. Very important. I gotta see what you guys do. Okay. I will. This is amazing. Will do. That's what I like to hear. Again, if you guys have any other questions, reach out to me on Instagram. I'm doing my best to keep up with those. I do get a lot of Instagram messages, but if you guys have any questions, send me your pretty much send me trades you've taken or you're taking live, and I'll look at it and be like, hey, like this trade looks good, or it looks okay. Like maybe wait another couple candles, things like that. Reach out on Instagram. I'm gonna do my best to reply to you guys. Just make sure you let me know that you were in here. So I know. And yeah, man, I appreciate you guys for coming by. I personally do think that this is all you're ever gonna need. I don't think you're gonna need no more strategies, no more courses, nothing like that. I think you just have to really focus on this and don't give up, because if you give up, you start looking at other places, get other people's courses. You're just gonna cloud your mind with way too much bullshit. Okay, so keep on practicing the strategy. Don't give up. Take this like it's the only strategy you're ever gonna need, because it is, and keep going with it. Okay, you have to. Someone said, how do you use these on indexes? It's the same thing. Support, resistance, channels, same thing. Nothing changes. They don't respect as much sometimes, but you can make a lot on indices as well. Indices do respect this a lot, like a lot. It's actually crazy as well. But yes. I can't wait to see what you guys can do, man. I really can't. Thanks again, man, for you guys on my. Like I said, you guys are about to. You're gonna see something crazy. I promise you. If you really watch this over and over again, practice it. Wait for those build-up, support, resistance, all that shit. It's gonna be really crazy, bro. That's all I really have to say. On that, man, like I said, love you guys. Hit me on Instagram if you guys have any questions. I'll try to answer those as best as I can. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Start fucking backtesting. It's Friday. 4th of July is not till Sunday. Start backtesting. Don't bullshit around. Y'all better get on that shit. Be hard on yourself and go and get what you want. All right? Go get what you want. You know what I'm saying? I did it. You guys can do it. It's not that hard. You really just got to put in the time and work. I mean, it's not easy, but put in the time and work, man. Happy 4th of July to you guys, man. Like I said, love you guys. Send me all that shit on Instagram. I'm here for you guys. I'm not going to ghost you guys. I'm here. I'm here to help you guys. I'm doing what I can to make sure you guys get to the position you want to be in. I'm not just going to, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm here. All right, man. So I appreciate you guys. And I'll see you guys whenever we talk again.